do another
Reading Kings.
Grim Reading King.
My smoky cloud is back, thank God. This is a spooky one. This is properly spooky. This is properly spooky.
That's perfect.
Because I'm really into like the murders and all the crazy stories, but I love ghosts so much, so I had to find one about a ghost.
Of course.
So,
Yeah.
they're called ghost stories, I think.
No way. Never heard that. What stories do you like?
Imagine a ghost,
What?
but
What's
someone
a
wrote
ghost?
about it.
I've just spilled my wine for the third
10,000th time.
Yeah.
Get on. Good evening.
I'm keeping rings.
We are the Grim Reading.
Sure, let's do it.
Keep saying Mike, I do apologise. Right. I've got a metronome. What was that? But yeah.
But yeah, my story is about Chew Valley Lake, which is famous for having the best fish and chips.
Is it?
Yeah, it's meant to
I've
be
never had it. I've never had fish and chips there.
salt and malt, is it?
Yeah, it's sort of malt. I can't imagine that'd be the best one though.
I always have an ice cream when I go there. Although
Sacrilegious.
the ice cream van's not there anymore. It used to always be there.
Only in the summer.
Oh.
But in the winter, apparently.
Was he there when we went there last?
Don't know. But anyway. Get off food for a second. So the history, because it's a really, 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 really old place, everyone knows.
Yeah.
But people didn't know about why it was there. So the area of the lake covers, was once rich farmland. Farms and houses had to be removed before the land was flooded, and old rows, hedgerows and tree stumps can reappear when dry summers cause the levels of the lake to drop. Prior to the flooding of the reservoir, archaeological excavations
Sorry, the
archaeological excavations were carried out by Philip Ratz
Nice.
What a name.
and Ernest Greenfield,
Nice.
employed by the Ministry of Works from 1953 to 1955. The excavations found evidence of people belonging to the consecutive periods known as the Upper Paleolithic, Mesolithic, and Neolithic, which is the Old, the Middle, and New Stone Age.
So Neolithic, that was what I was talking about last week.
Yeah.
Um,
And Paleolithic, which is even older
so then
again.
that goes back basically. So Neolithic was the closest to us, and then it goes Paleolithic, which is
Neolithic was closest to us, then Mesolithic,
okay. Yeah.
and then Paleolithic.
Didn't even we only hear about like Neolithic, don't we? Like I've never heard of the other two before.
Yeah. The lake was created in the early 1950s. Was opened by Queen Elizabeth II.
Yep.
In 1956. It provides much of the drinking water for the city of Bristol and the surrounding area now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Taking its river supply from the Mendip Hills, some of the lake's water is used to maintain the flow of the River Chew, which was in your story.
Yeah.
Last
So-
week. See, they say that like bodies of water are like, they carry spirit energy, don't they?
Mhm.
Like rivers and stuff. If you
Yeah.
go along a river and live there, it's like a kind of ley line type deal.
Yeah. Spiritual energy line thing.
But the lake has a ghost.
Dun, dun,
Oh
dun.
my god.
That's a ghost.
So it's a short story, but there's not been much going on around there because obviously it's a really small town and people really go there for the lake and then go again. But it's called really imaginatively the Lady of the Lake.
No way.
Right. So Robin and Elizabeth Brown lived there with their daughter Catherine. Catherine's parents were overprotective of her, so she would rebel and stay out late and not come home. We've all been there.
I have not.
One night, Catherine did not return though. The whole village searched for her, but couldn't find her. Elizabeth, the mother, returned home to wait for Catherine in case she returned home. But being home for just 10 minutes, Elizabeth watched Catherine walk through the garden to the door. She was soaked from head to toe. Elizabeth asked Catherine where she had been, and the whole village were out looking for her. Catherine said nothing and returned to her room. Then hours later, the dad came home after looking for her, and he had some bad news saying he couldn't find her. And then Elizabeth said she's home, she's in her room, she's been home for an hour now. So they went to look for her, and she was gone.
Oh no.
Oh, so creepy.
So can you imagine like seeing your daughter walk home,
That's
you
quite-
talk to her, and then she goes to her room, and then she's gone.
That's quite comforting though, I think.
It is, but
Would you be comforted
Like she came home.
to haunt you?
Fucking right, that's what I do to my mum.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, so both parents went to her room and checked, and she was gone. They checked the whole house, but to no prevail. The following day, Catherine's lifeless body was found in the moat of Stratford Mill. This mill stood less than a mile from the Browns' home. It was recorded that she had been dead for at least 24 hours.
No.
So yeah, she literally saw a ghost walk through.
Yeah,
What the
walked
hell?
up the pathway into the house and went home. On the 5th of June 1999, a family had been travelling down the B3114 when they narrowly missed a woman floating across the road.
Is the B3114 the road that goes along past the lake over the little bridge thing that the Queen Elizabeth opened?
Yeah, I believe it's that main
the
road.
straight road. Yeah, okay. Sorry, yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, and the woman, the figure that drifted across the road was wearing a 3/4 length gown and a linen cape with a hood. So not something from these days.
No, exactly.
I'd like to wear that.
I would, yeah.
Same.
They said her hair was wet and she didn't seem to notice the car nearly colliding with her. A week later, the family had seen a notice in the local paper, and it was an appeal to anyone who had seen anything strange at the lake. A large number of people have had a very similar story on this road, describing the exact same woman drifting across the road. Yeah, so this woman has been seen like everywhere. There's like an actual group of people that have seen her constantly, and she like wanders up different roads and stuff, but she doesn't notice or look at anyone, or she just like drifts across the road and scares everyone.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
quite a common phantom, though, isn't it? Like on random roads.
Yeah.
Like, there's always someone like floating across or whatever, like
I
standing on the
always
road.
think like, why though? Oh, and when did she die?
It was like 1800s.
Right, so she's not seen a car.
No.
Why?
But she doesn't even like
She
whenever it's
doesn't-
there, she doesn't look. She just goes.
I've heard this story. I read someone's account of it that it was a guy driving with his girlfriend, I think, and they saw her
Yeah.
and they stopped and got out and didn't see anything.
It's fucking so
It's
freaky.
strange.
So
When-
do they think that ghost is the daughter then?
There was.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, they don't know, but I know people said there was another death there a few years later, which is still kind of wearing the same clothing,
Mm-hmm.
but you can never really see because there's no pictures of the family who
No.
lived there and Catherine who died.
So also, sorry, the family. So you said back in 1800, so that would have been in the village that got flooded.
No,
Or
yeah,
did they live outside of it?
they lived outside of it,
Okay.
but no, actually, I don't know. Actually, well, insurers said they lived outside of it, but they could well have lived in where the reservoir was. But
Yeah. Do you know what baffles me as well about Chew Valley Lake? That I can't find any pictures of like
no,
scuba diving or anything. Or,
Really?
Yeah.
That's
nothing.
strange. You would think, because people say they go and do it all the time.
Yeah.
There's always scuba divers. I've
Is
seen
there?
scuba divers in there.
yeah, I've seen.
so many
I've searched for it and I couldn't find any.
No, literally, there's nothing.
That's weird. That makes me think that there's something off
Mm.
about
Oof.
what's there, because why?
What are you hiding? What are you
Yeah.
hiding from us?
I used to love going to Chew Valley. I always found it a little eerie.
It is eerie, actually,
It is
isn't it?
eerie, isn't it?
It's because they tell you there's a village underneath water. But it's-
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a thought. So the village, it has a church, yeah? So
Yeah.
has it got a graveyard? So did they dig up all the bodies? Sorry, I don't know why I wanted to. I went with it because I said dig wrong.
Yeah, I don't think they did dig up any bodies. I think they just flooded the whole village. I don't.
So they didn't. Yeah.
It would have
so-
been way too expensive to exhume all of those bodies from a
Yeah.
churchyard.
That's
Because that's
even
quite a big.
spookier then, isn't it?
Is it an abbey or a church?
There's a church, isn't it? Because I don't think it's that
Right.
deep.
It's a village, wasn't
No,
it? So.
you can see it popping out when it's low. Apparently, I've
Yeah.
never seen that.
So
though.
this is I've not always gone there, but whenever I've gone there on a hot summer's day, that's apparently the best time to see it because that's when the lake's the
Yeah.
lowest or whatever. But I'm always looking up, but I can never see it.
Yeah, same.
I think it's a complete myth. I don't believe a word of it.
I don't know. I feel like there has to be so many hidden villages in Southwest.
Yeah.
There's one buried not far from here as well, isn't there, by Holcombe Old Church?
Oh yeah, there
I
is.
don't think it's that
That's a plague
crazy
village
to
that was
think
buried.
about.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
there's so many plague pits as well in Bath that have been
Oh,
buried
yeah.
and stuff. I really don't think it's that unreasonable to think that it's true.
No, I believe it, but I just they didn't show anything. It's the coolest thing ever. You'd like flood an entire village to make a reservoir. I thought they'd show it.
Yeah,
Maybe you're not allowed to. I don't know.
Well, unless it's too murky, so it wouldn't actually pick up on camera. But then
It's
you
not
just
the
get.
best water, is it?
Don't know. Never been in there myself. So
I'm gonna one day I'll have to find this out.
Yeah,
I
we need to
can't.
do some more
Yeah.
research about it.
I tried. I looked for photos. All you see was some chap when Bristol Water flooded it, and he was just stood next to like the boundary of it. But I couldn't see anything in the background.
Maybe it's really strict, and you're like, mind you, every time I've been there, there's been no one else there.
Unless it's been flooded for a reason, and they don't want that reason to get out. Like they're just saying, "Oh yeah, we just flooded it. Don't worry, it's fine."
They wouldn't have told. They would have like made up a story to say like.
But they have kind of, haven't they? Like.
Yeah,
That's
so.
not. That's fact.
Yeah. No, I mean they would have said something like the town was possessed and that's why we flooded it. Like they would have made an excuse rather than.
Yeah, I reckon there's
Instead of not
there's
happening.
got to be more to it. You
Yeah.
can't just flood a town and not show me the pictures. I need to see the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pictures.
Oh, I have to find the pictures.
But yeah, I feel we need to drive down that road very late at night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'd do if I actually seen that though.
It's so annoying though, because like we're drinking obviously, so we cannot drive. Don't drink and drive. I really want to go right now. I'm like
We could
buzzing
all
to
get
go.
on a bus though. I have to get on a bus, so we could all get on a bus.
Why would you go on a bus when you can drive?
Yeah, but
Because you're driving.
just said it.
No, but I'd rather avoid getting on the bus. You know.
No, we'll arrange this for another date, and
Yeah, we'll have to go.
we'll invite her on the podcast, Catherine. She can sit here and drip all over our fucking floor.
Yeah.
It must be really sad. Imagine just these hundreds of years that you've had to do anything that you want to do, and she is stuck walking across the same road.
But is she conscious? Does she know she's
Well,
doing
no,
that?
it did. If she's not looking at anything, she's probably.
Residual.
Sometimes it seems like they're reliving their own death.
That's
So
That's also a thing. Sorry, I don't.
No,
It was on my
fine,
mind.
finish.
So her death.
yes.
How did she die? Obviously, she
Yeah.
drowned.
She
But
drowned in a mill. So I'm because
so did
the
someone-
linen and clothes, like
Yeah,
most,
Oh.
because in the medieval days, a lot of people died just from falling in a river because of the clothes. The cotton could absorb it, and it would absorb. I believe it was like half the weight of the clothing. And yeah, there was like so many deaths were due to like that.
Yeah.
And it was in the mill, so I wonder if she got caught under like the actual wheel.
The wheel of the mill.
what was it? Was she alone?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
'cause
That's just weird.
But I think she just, I don't know if she just rebelled and went, fuck it, like I'm going to go in the water. Like, we've
why
all
would you
been
do
there.
that, though? Like, oh, my clothes are heavy.
It seems like
Ugh.
something you would do with someone.
Seems like someone's pushed her in there, doesn't it?
Yeah, like
They
let's go
kind of.
swimming.
I mean, maybe
I-
they didn't
yeah.
push her, but maybe if they didn't, then maybe they were just freaked out. Like, oh God, she's gone. I can't do anything. I'm going.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go now. It's tea time, so
Somewhere to be.
There's another part of this, is the mum who, this is the most awkward bit, like when the husband comes back to be like, she's gone, we can't find her. And she's like, she's upstairs, I just talked to her. And then he's like, are you taking the piss? Like,
Yeah.
this is our daughter. And then she's like, no, seriously, just seen her. That'd be the most awkward thing.
If he believed her.
yeah, that's what I was gonna.
It must be really hard to explain that.
Because I can imagine, like, if I told you I just saw a freaking ghost walk through the hall, you would believe me. But imagine saying that to someone, like a partner you're with, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're just seeing things," and then they just completely ignore you.
I'd be like, get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Get out right
well,
now.
you're
You
not
go
meant
and
to
live
be
at
here.
True Valley. You come back when you've seen a ghost.
in the lake. in one
Everyone
of the old
knows.
houses.
Every noise in a house is a ghost. It's just law.
Fact. It's not settling. It's not the pipes.
Yeah,
It's a ghost.
Every single time.
Yeah.
We actually call my grandma the Lady of the Lake because we always used to drop her at Chew Valley because we've got family in Weston-super-Mare, so we'd meet halfway and drop her over
exchange
and then
her.
she'd go. So we called
You're
her the
the
Lady of the Lake.
How have you kept that secret for all this whole time? The Lady of the Lake. I'm sat here
I
with
didn't
the.
know it would be a relevant story.
Holy shit.
So the story's about Tamsin's
Just
grandma.
my grandmother is the Lady of the
My
Lake.
grandma.
Okay, but this is not real then. This is different to that one.
Julie of the Lake.
I wish there's more to it because I really want to know more about. It seems like the last stories were like early 2000s where people
What,
maybe
people actually seen it.
yeah, because there was like that when I said like there was a story put in a newspaper, like an article for people to get in touch. People went into like the community hall and they talked about this. Like everyone is seeing this same apparition, but then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's gone.
People are a lot less believing now. Like
That's
they
true.
think, oh, that must have been something else. Like I don't think they.
Mm.
I think early 2000s, yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, there's something happened recently that we're just. I don't think people are believers. I think they talk themselves out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think to go with that
Almost.
as well, seeing drivers nowadays, they're so unaware of their surroundings.
Oh, good point.
So, I mean, this isn't the stab at you drivers, it is.
You're
But,
a driver.
It is wake the fuck up like.
Yeah, but you're
Bond's driver.
you're not aware of your surroundings, are you? So, like, why would you take that in?
That's probably true though, because that first family in 1999 that seen her glide across the road, everyone in the car saw. They had, I think they have 2 daughters in the back, and it's husband and wife, and everyone was like, "What the?
Yeah,
Did you see that?"
Yeah.
I think they got down the road and they're like, "Nah, we got to check that out," and they backed up and gone. But they actually like, I think if you're like looking out the window and you see someone walk across the road and you realise they're actually just hovering.
Yeah.
Like,
Where's their feet?
I wonder how long it takes your mind to be like, huh? What was that? That's the only reason for dash cams is to catch ghosts.
We
Let's
need to
face
get a
it.
dash cam. We need to go on dash cam. We need to get a dash cam and then go on drives in the night.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're absolutely. Yeah.
You just hear us singing and coughing to each other. God damn, you got a good thing there. Sorry, Shelby.
Kick Shelby off, sorry. Shelby's our dog, for those who don't know.
But yeah, I'm interested if it's quite out there, but if anyone living in True Valley is listening to this right now, then let us know if you've heard of the story or if I'm telling it completely wrong. But I've gone off the notes there on the internet, so it's got to be real.
The interweb tells the most real stories.
It's all true on there. But
Obviously, if any of you guys have had any experiences and have seen this white lady, or any other experiences, or if you know where we can look at pictures.
I feel like the whole area around True Valley is really old as well. I think there's going to be so much stuff going on around there.
Well, that's like Thompson said, it's really eerie, isn't it?
It
So,
is
like,
just
I think it
eerie
is just
all
an
down there.
eerie.
Can you go there
I
at
love
night?
it, but
Or is it just a
I
dog
don't see
spot?
why not. It's
You-
definitely a dog.
It's definitely it's got to be, isn't it?
It does get gated off.
Doesn't
Like,
it?
for the car park and that, but I suppose you can park opposite or something, and then
You can just park next to the railings, can't you? That's not closed off. Or is it? Like by the lake where...
oh no, there's like 2 car parks, so there's barriers that go across.
Yeah, just park in front of them. What are we going to do?
Yeah. You could definitely find something.
We'd do
Definitely
it.
we could do that.
Look at this cloud coming to me. It's got to be a fucking demon.
Does swans come out at night?
They're actually more aggressive at night and more hungry for ice cream and revenge.
We do it first thing in the morning.
Summer solstice, come on!
Oh, that's when they're most vicious for ice cream, actually.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I've never had an ice cream since.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah. We good?
We're
Yeah.
good, but I got so many unanswered questions I need to find out for myself.
Yeah, okay. Well. Have fun with that.
Mm.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
And we'll see you. Well, we won't see you. You'll hear us. I see that every time. Next Monday.
This is like a live stream of everyone watching.
Right, look at you all.
Oh, one of you.
So much worse when it was one person.
Or is that
Like, ready for the podcast?
Or worse than that, they're like one person watching, but they're like on their phone next, like.
Just background
No.
noise.
Three our mums just sat there on the sofa all together.
Oh.
Time.
Oh, they do that as well.
Your
wouldn't
mum would say something bad about us.
they? Well, yeah, I think that's her job.
Sammy.
Oh, she's got dust on her TV.
God damn. This incense stick is trying to kill me.
Crab in the background.
No, touch your pumpkin.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's beautiful. So yeah, give us your stories if you have any, or anywhere near there. Like even like a 20-mile radius. I'll be interested in any actually. If you're in Texas, give us a story. Doesn't matter.
yeah,
Just do it.
do it. Cool. Thank you for listening.
Thank
And
you.
Ta-ra.
watching.